Welcome. In this session, we will cover applying to places, not hiring, a wise move or not. Are you in desperate need of a job? If you are currently unemployed, or if you truly think that your current job is making you crazy, you may be. When it comes to finding a new job, especially in a hurry, there are many individuals who think that the more job applications they fill out or the more resumes they submit, the better their chances of finding a new job are. But what about the employers who are currently not hiring? If you are wondering whether or not you should fill out a job application or submit your resume to a place that isn't hiring, you are not alone. When it comes to determining whether or not you should submit a job application or drop off your resume to a place that is not hiring, there are a number of important factors that need to be taken into consideration. Perhaps the most important factor is if you know for sure they are not hiring. When it comes to filling out job applications, there are many applications in which applicants would try and determine upfront whether or not there are any positions available. If you happen to stop by a local business or call to ask about hiring and get a negative response, you may not want to submit an application anyways, especially you gave your name. This tends to create a bad impression, an impression that states that you don't necessarily listen to what you are being told. Now, there is a difference between knowing in advance that a business is not hiring versus being told as soon as you go to turn in your job application or your resume. If you are told when you are submitting your resume or job application, it is advised that you ask about the future. Does the company representative that you are speaking with think that they will be doing any hiring in the future? If so, you may want to think about asking them to hang on to your job application or your resume for future use. In some states, employers are required to save all job applications and resumes for about a year. Of course, if the business in question later advertises the fact that they are hiring, you are advised against automatically assuming that your resume is still on file. You may want to call just to make sure. One of the few downsides to applying to places that aren't necessarily hiring at the current moment is the timing. As it was previously mentioned, many employers are required to save any job applications or resumes that they receive for a period of time, like a year. This is nice because some employers decide to not even advertise the fact that they are hiring. Instead, many just go through the resumes or job applications that they accumulated over time. The only problem is the overtime part. You may have submitted your application 8 months ago and only end up getting a response now. If you are like many job seekers, You should be able to find a job in as little as a few weeks, sometimes a month or two at the most. That means that by the time your application or resume gets noticed, it may already end up being too late. As a reminder, the decision as to whether or not you want to apply at a place that is not hiring is yours to make, but it is advised that you proceed with caution when doing so. If you are told that applications are not being accepted at the correct time, even just to hang on to, you are advised to cut your losses and move on. The last thing that you want to do is create a scene or try to convince an employer to hang on to your application, as you may end up creating a bad name for yourself, one that may haunt you, your resume, or your job application for years to come. Thank you for listening to today's topic: applying to places, not hiring, a wise move or not. Thank you.